This is my deck box for Magic the Gathering. It's a V8 engine with moving pistons. I built this deck box for Aetherdrift, the new Magic set that's coming out soon. I really love racing, and that's what this new set's all about, so I wanted to build something unique just for it. And big thanks to Wizards of the Coast for sponsoring the build. I began with this super basic engine block that I modeled after a really great example I found on Thingiverse. For this setup, we're going to be using a handle that turns the crankshaft and therefore moving the pistons. Normally that would happen in reverse, but this thing's going to be made out of 3D printed plastic. I don't think it's going to be surviving any explosions, so we'll just settle for this for now. Once I had the basic design for the engine block, I got to work on detailing the cylinder heads and the valve covers. These don't really have any functional purpose for our deck box, but since we're going to be using the intake manifold as a lid for the cards, it'd look a little weird if we didn't include these as well. If you know what engine I used as a reference for this deck box, leave a comment. I'm really curious to see how many people can spot it. I've been 3D modeling for a little while now, but pretty basic stuff in comparison to this build. I honestly wasn't sure if I'd be able to pull this kind of thing off, but when you push yourself past what you think you're capable of, you'll be kind of surprised where you end up. Now it's just a matter of detailing the engine block, adding fixtures that keep it all together, and we're ready to print. This whole deck box took about a week to 3D model and a whole other week to print. The top of the engine block alone was 2.5 days. But once we finally got things printed, it's time to paint the metal parts. Just another couple of days to add a primer and a quick layer of chrome on top. And then it's a matter of slapping everything together with plenty of dry lubricant for the pistons. Now it's a good time to see how the cards fit. Oh god, I made it way too narrow. The one important measurement of the whole thing, it's on the biggest part I'm gonna have to destroy. And there are our cards fitting nice and snug in the deck box. Maybe too snug. I'll fix that in the next version. More importantly, the pistons move fantastically. It's all nice and smooth, it works with the cylinder heads on and off, and with a lot less friction than I expected. The hand crank's nice and all, but I kinda wonder if I can make this thing go even faster. Can't wait to take this to draft and see what everyone thinks. Speaking of, what do you think of it? I've got Kudo at the wheel for now, but I'll be putting an Aetherdrift commander in there once the set drops. Any recommendations?